Snap out. What, a hot older woman made you feel her pants?
3, 2, 1, and we are live. Welcome, folks, to the American Movie Podcast. This is your host, Matthew Benjamin. Today, we're going over, this was a cute little series with some homicidal tendencies to it. This was called End of the Effing World, man. So, End of the Effing World was about James and Alyssa, and they're these two youngsters, and James thinks he's a homicidal killer, and he wants to commit a murder, and he's always thought that he was just off. And Alyssa is just kind of this, she's this rambunctious rebel, I would say, and she just is like, she's very sexually charged, and she wants to hook up with James. She thinks she loves James, and I found this charming and really, really funny because of the vulgarities, and it's kind of like a love story, but it's also got this horrible backstory that's going on. I don't want to spoil it a lot because it was good. I was pleasantly surprised by this series because I thought it was going to be a sappy love story between two kids, Notebook, and I just thought it was going to be that. I thought it was going to be that run-of-the-mill thing. No, it wasn't. There was a lot of murder, and there was a lot of mayhem, and there was some underage drinking involved. So, like, this was a funny narrative, and it's actually a quick show, and it's got 8 episodes, and I believe they're under 25 minutes each individually. So, I mean, you burn through it quick, and it's a cool. What I think is really good about it is that you get the character development. I think you can get the same narrative that we've seen for a very long time, and then you put a couple plot points in there that are unforeseeable, and then deep, deep, deep character development in between Alyssa and James, and the camaraderie and chemistry between those two as well. Because it's kind of like Thelma and Louise. They're kind of on the run. So I thoroughly enjoyed this show. Yeah. I don't want to get into too much of it, but I did like the character development. Okay, I'll tell you this part. What I found hilarious was they had internal dialogue. So they would have exposition. So they would have their thoughts play throughout the show. So James would think one thing, and then he would be like, blah, 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 blah. And then Alyssa would think one thing and be blah, 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 blah. And typically what James thought about Alyssa was completely wrong, and then vice versa too. So that's what I found really, really funny, and I think that's what added to the character development itself too. So this was a cute little movie or show, and I don't know if they're going to make a season 2. Let me know if you've seen this and you liked it and what you think. Don't spoil it for people though, so let me know without spoils kind of if you think there's going to be a second season. I'll watch it again for sure. I was pleasantly surprised about this show, and I think the actors were cool too, just because I think something about British accents just makes me pay attention. I don't know what it is, but they're both British, and it's set in, I can't remember where, but probably jolly old England. So I liked it. So I would recommend this for sure. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this, or if you will be watching it, or if you have any questions about this show, and I'll gladly reply. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Matthew Benjamin with the American Movie Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe if you've never been here before. And if you want to start your very own podcast, you can go to socialcreative.com or .org/podcast. And I created a podcast publisher, and you can get that, and you can start podcasting right away. So check that out if you'd like. And if you want a free Audible trial, you can go to audibletrial.com/American. So you check that out too. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Matthew Benjamin with the End of the Effing World, man. So till next time, bye, 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 bye.
I've been frozen for 30 years, okay? Throw me a frickin' bone here.
Snap out. What, a hot older woman made you feel her pants?
You don't have the technology or the steady hands to pull off a procedure like that. So, ha!